Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be decorating our dining room for spring, and we're going to be using a lot of thrifted and antique pieces. All of these are items that I've had for quite some time and I love displaying them in my dining room. We're going to be focusing on our hutch and our dining room table. So lots of lovely pieces that we're going to be using for spring, but before we get to decorating the dining room, I do want to kindly thank Lue Bona for sponsoring today's video. Lue Bona is an online furniture company. They sell things for indoor and outdoors, and we have lots of items in our home from Lue Bona. They are really great quality and I can never get over the prices. For summer we opted for a set of new rocking chairs and a matching table, and I absolutely love them. We actually already have one rocking chair from Lue Bona and it gets used constantly, so I knew that a new set would be perfect addition to our patio. We are outside all of the time in the summer and we absolutely love these rocking chairs. They are under $400 for the set of two with the table, and they were extremely easy to assemble. I put them together by myself with no issue at all, and it didn't take very much time either. So thank you to Lue Bona again for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to check out these rocking chairs and their website down below. I also have a code for you guys to save 15%. Use code Nicole and you will save a little bit of money. So I will have the code and the website link down below for you guys, so be sure to check it out. Again, thank you to Lue Bona for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Now let's go ahead and get back to decorating the dining room. Before we get started decorating, of course, I gotta have my coffee. I was decorating fairly early in the morning, so love my coffee in the morning, but we're gonna go ahead and start with the hutch. Like I had said, I'm adding in a lot of my favorite like antique and thrift pieces. A lot of these pieces are unique and items that I just love having on display. So I'm gonna be using a variety of things. I do have my tulip candle holders, which I love. I have some thrifted bookends that you see here that are marble. I love those. Just a really good staple, so I like to keep those in here with some books. I'm also going to be using some brass elements with vases and some flowers, some wooden items, and just a wide variety of pieces to kind of give that lived in, really cozy feel. Next up, I wanted to add something to the top of the hutch here. So I have a clearance planter that I found at Hobby Lobby several years ago, and then this faux plant from Target, again from several years ago. And I'm just simply placing the plant inside of the planter, and it just gives it more of that earthy vibe that I like, and just looks a little bit cozier to me. So I'm going to be placing that on top. It kind of draws your eye to the top, and like I said, just gives that pop of green that just gives a little bit of life to a space. And next up, we're going to be focusing on the side door over here in the corner. I'm still debating on painting these doors. I had mentioned this in one of my last decorating videos here in the dining room, and we shall see. I still haven't decided yet what I'm going to do, but anyway, other than that, I like to kind of keep it styled a little bit. So I have the flat basket hanging on the hooks with some greenery, and then I have this basket. It came from an antique store with those Walmart stems that I showed you guys recently, just to give it something that's a little lifelike and still light and airy. I don't want anything really heavy in this space, and I love the mixed greenery that's on top of the hutch and then on the side of the hutch as well. And then as far as my tablescape goes, I am going to be sharing an Easter tablescape video with you guys and just like Easter decorating in general. But for the sake of today's video, I'm just wanting to share what our table looks like on a daily basis. So I do have a brown kind of lacy runner. It does have a little bit of fringe at the end. And then I'm placing a basket at the end. And then I'm also going to be taking a antique pitcher with some greenery and some flowers. This is the overall result of the dining room. I know it's very simple and there's really not a lot of areas to style in this space, but it's still one of my favorite rooms. I love looking in here and just looking at the light and airy feel that it has. I tend to keep it pretty simple, like I said, but the hutch really makes a statement, and I feel like using statement pieces in your home speaks volumes more than a ton of decor does. So as I said, our dining room isn't very big, but I love those staple pieces. So I have the hutch there. That was an antique and thrifted piece as well. I actually found it for $60, so it was quite the steal. And I did paint that several years ago. On the wall next to it, I have these little window panes. Those are also thrift store finds. They were $3 a piece, again, several years ago. And then our dining room table, I get questions about that a lot. It's actually discontinued. We found it on Home Depot's website. If you have never been to Home Depot's website, check it out. They have lots of neat things on there. And our dining room chairs are also from Lue Bona. We actually got these from them back in the fall of 2024. So highly recommend. Like I said, Lue Bona has tons of really nice furniture, and we absolutely love these chairs. They're very easy to wipe off, and I'm just really comfortable. But that's the vibe that I like to go for in here. Just really simple, very light and airy, and very practical, because we eat all of our meals in here every single day. And yeah, we just love gathering here as a family. But I also wanted to mention, here on my channel recently, I've been doing a lot of fun spring videos. So if you guys are in the mood for lots of interior decorating and lots of projects, we're painting our kitchen cabinets right now. I've also already decorated my dining room. I've also already decorated my living room, and we have also been doing, like I said, painting our kitchen cabinets. I've been doing some exterior projects. So these are just some clips of those things that I have already been doing and sharing on my channel. So if you are new, I hope you consider subscribing. Be sure to hit that like button if you like these types of videos, and don't forget to hit that bell notification. That way you're notified every time I post. When you guys subscribe, it really helps out my channel, and it also gets you guys just in the know and getting to watch what I have going on. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.